Hello, hello. How are people doing? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to a nice, chill, low energy stream. Need to keep pacing myself right now. The long COVID is definitely taking a toll, but I am still here. How are folks doing? Doing okay. That's good to hear. So I suppose the first question is, do we do career, or do we just hop into a bit of free build and just build and chat and all that jazz? A part of career, but up to you. Might do a bit of both. But yeah, let's hop into some career, shall we? Do a bit of career, and then maybe later on we can hop into free build and just do a nice bit of chatting, a bit of theory crafting in terms of PC tech. Might build as close as I can to what my machine is. Right, what is going on today? Okay, I have components. 980 Ti and two of those. Oh, that's it, yeah. So this is a GPU upgrade, I believe. This is very early in career mode. I just wanted to get it enough to unlock most of the stuff. I think I have this tied. Yep. So, any news? Any oddities? Just make sure the cables match. The cable routing! That makes me sad. That's definitely something done for the sake of a vertical mount, but still. Kind of. Oh yeah, for cables. Trying to decide on a backup character for a political campaign. I mean, you could always go like what system is it? Okay, cool. Get that side panel on. Pathfinder First Edition. Something for a political campaign. How would you feel about doing something along the same lines of Flora? Remove viruses. Ugh, right, okay. Let's remove the viruses first, shall we? Just for the hell of it, let's put one device in the front. There's no Warlock equivalent, sadly. Doesn't have to be specifically, but you know, that kind of general thing. Virus scanner. Okay. That's a lot of infected files. Let's remove you all before we take the RAM out. Any stuck on class? You see, I don't know Pathfinder nearly as well as I probably should. So, whatever... Like, what are the classes in Pathfinder 1st Edition? Come on, it's being very finicky and specific with that cable behind it. Too many to list? Oh. Okay. That's broken, don't need that. And that's... Tools. Let's... Is there a cotton bud? Do I have to buy a cotton bud? Oh, no I don't. That's fine. And what is this? This hybrid class is mine, two of the base classes. Well, to be fair, some of the classes in D&D are essentially hybrid classes too. Core 5, 6500. Not bad, not bad. Nice pea-sized amount in the center. And well, the paladin is basically a mix between fighter and cleric. There's a couple of hybrid classes. My brain is acting very slow right now. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Some of them are hybrid. Paladin and Pathfinder as well. Okay. Fighter Cleric hybrid is a War Priest. Okay. Now this guy wants to play a game at a specific game at minimum specs. Yeah, so I'll need to put in the USB shtick. It's... Okay, it's forced me to do it in the exact order it wants me to do it. I really like the esports expansion for this. Colorful Chaos. Who wants to see me put, like, 45 volts through a Threadripper? I really like the esports expansion in the first game. I hope they do it again. Oh god, is he on a hard disk? You wonderful, colorful Chaos Royale. He's an i3 6320. Okay. i3 6320. Can't right click to back out anymore. CPU. i3 6320. Okay, that's marked for there. Okay, I'll leave that there, because that's fine. That's okay, these two. Email. Collect that. Delete it. Collect that. Delete it. Emote smiley. Ah, okay, whatever. Burger and food. Sure, I can do that. That's in transit. Beef Twitcher. Royal Concher Ornithological Society. Cameras are hooked to a mass computer. Some branches. Lesser spotted gooblers. Nest right in that garden. I'm running out of disk space. He needs 2 terabytes. Upgrade 2 terabytes. What does he have? 1 terabyte. So I'm guessing getting a second terabyte. So I can upgrade automatic touch screws. Yeah. Email. Accept this job. Shop. upgrade to 2 terabytes. Assigned to that one. Leveled up. Cool, cool. Parts, new parts. Sure. Power-ups unlocked. Now available to purchase. That's power supplies. Power-ups. Auto-scroll, auto-connect, auto-standoff, faster installation, auto-cable, quick cable. I'll save up a little bit more money. Now, let's see what we can do off this one. Oh, it has a jewel broken. Do I have a spare GPU I can just throw into that thing? Graphics cards. I do. I don't have to make it the exact same. I can just throw in... I can throw in a GPU. Move. I think the screw one might be a bit more useful because it's more common than replacing the motherboards. Broken. Broken. RX 560. Sure. Let's see if we can overclock this. Does it need a cable? No. Nope, wrong button. Install. Let's get this a bimp overclocked. See if we can't squeeze some more. You don't wait for 2 power-ups. I know, but that'll bring me very close to low cache, and I prefer to have a minimum amount. You're fine. XMP on. That's the easiest way to get some more performance. Yeah, fly and restart. That's something that a lot of people don't realize when they make their own computers. XMP. Like, XMP used to be trash. I haven't had XMP go wrong for me. Okay, LCCT. I don't have 3D Mark yet. I have Cinebench. Yeah, I don't have 3D Mark. Infinite. I don't even have a GPU. I don't even have a GPU overclocking software, do I? I don't. Okay, let's run this. I can push the CPU a little further. 52.8, 52.69, nice. Yeah, I think we have plenty of headroom. Okay, don't need to wait for that to finish. Oh, MSI. Never actually got an MSI thing. Let's bump the core ratio up a step. Oh, up a full multiplier. And the voltage by 0.05. Let's see if that stays stable. The cooler should be able to handle it. 45, 55, 65, 72. Oh wow, the cooler could barely handle it. But look at that, boys, 102% overclock. Hell yeah. That's not exactly how that works, but you know, still. Yeah, let's run that off. Let's do an automatic test just so that it can count itself as being done. 25-second test, cool. Yeah, so what kind of rigs are people running at home? Like, what are you running calls to if you want to share? Alrighty. 2700, 2070, very respectable. You also have plenty of upgrade wiggle room because you're on the AM4 platform. Okay, let's put it out front to sell. Edit computer. No, I want to edit the name. The overclocker. You see, you think your CPU is throttling your 27? Is it really bottlenecking it? Can I push that to 1200? Maybe. Would a 2700 bottleneck a 2070? In niche cases, maybe? Like, are you finding that your 2700 is pinned to 100%? Suppose a benchmark website say way higher FPS counts than what I get. Okay, are you like running... Are you like running something like 3D Mark or something? Because there is also a difference between there's also a difference between synthetic and real world game. That's a 6320 I need, yeah. Did I actually purchase stuff from the shop? No. Cables. I do want nicer cables. There was a you can get the basic 3D Mark time spy, I think, for free. So that's a good way to check. But and then you can see how your CPU score and your GPU score match up. And then the combined score. There was a way in the first game. It's in the esports mode specifically, where if you went one round going over the budget, you were fine. So what you could do was spend millions on Threadrippers and 2080 Ti's and all that stuff. Next day delivery. Yeah, cool. And then it would just say, you know, you shouldn't really go over budget after you fucking spend like 14 million on PC hardware, which then for other places, because you carry your hardware between different teams and such, you could just sell to make cash. So you could spend as much as you want on everyone's computer. 6320. This one's already on and in. Let's get this going. Now, unfortunately, the amount of parts in this game so far isn't as great as the first game. CPU processors. Oh, I'm an idiot. I read the wrong freaking thing. I'm a fool. I read the 6320 is what I needed to get. CPU cooling. Okay, let's see what it's asking for. Oh, that hard drive ticking, that brings me back. Will it run? Chaos. Needs a 6400. I'm an idiot. Let me just buy it immediately. 6400. Add to basket. Same day delivery. Cost extra, I know. But I want to get this done today. And I can use these CPUs and something else later. Okay. No, the residue is not successfully removed until I say successfully removed game. Is that a frog? Was what a frog? Where? Tools. Thermal paste. The paste looked vaguely like a frog. Oh, okay. No, it was meant to... It was, something. I don't know. Okay, side panel... No, you shouldn't put the side panel on before it fully boots. Add remove. Cool. Furthest away are PCs that are done. Upgrade with more storage. Because it'll let me just do the cables through the case like some sort of magician. Install... Storage... Hey, storage... Oh, I can't be pulled to the back, I should be pulled to the front. What kind of case is this? Let's put the... Nope, I need to put that cage on. The backside panel is fine. Need cables. You boot. Verb. You boot. Front side panel. And you're done, bud. This guy wants food and one burger sticker and one food sticker because this guy is a monster. Grapes, warning, symbols, emoji, bumper, games. One burger. Oh, 5 food. Oh god. Let's see if we can make a little pizza here. Oh, need alt. 1, 2, 3. And then this one away like it's a pizza being eaten. Ta-da! This guy's a monster for putting stickers on his PC. Cool. Now let's get these sent out. Clone OS. From Chuck's Wood, Chucking and Chopping. PC using the woodworking factory has becomes full of wood, pictures, files with data, and worried about losing more data. A new sleek, fast drive with more space, and clone these ones don't lose anything. Alrighty. Except, yeah, don't care. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. There's an overclocking one, there's an upgrading one. I don't know how in the world. Baboon Tycoon. Yeah, guessing it, the worst are the ones that want you to paint the glass. Yeah. What is your PC? 1700X, that's fine. 750 Ti? Yeah, that's your problem. Let's just close you for now. We'll accept that. What is his budget? 400? What is his power supply? 650 watt? And budget 400. Let's... Price descending. This should do. And A data SU 650. Wait, how big did he use? 480 gig. Check out next day. People in this game have such massive power supplies all the time. You say massive, 650 is definitely not massive anymore. Now, my first desktop, my first real desktop, had a 550 for a 1080 and an 8700K, and that had brownouts. Shop sales. Yep, there we go, that works. Let's see if we can do one at a time. What's broken? Twin 970s. Okay, again, let's check our inventory. Do we have a graphics card I can throw in? A 750 Ti? Yeah, it's not going to sell for a huge amount. But, oh, maybe. I mean, especially with the new 4000 series cards, you're looking at a minimum of like 850 watt power supply. To really be comfortable. Yes, you can run like a 4090 and lower than that, but it's, again, not something I would call comfortable. Fancy little SLI bridge, rip SLI. Can compare super high end to these builds. No, it's. I didn't know we were comparing like that. I'm just saying overall. Overall, 650 isn't what it used to be. PCI lock. Do not install the side panel. Let's make sure it works now. Oh. Let's see what you do. Yeah, you're right. I think in the beginning, anyway, it's to give you leeway for, oh, this is your budget, just throw in whatever you want that fits the budget. There you go. I mean, if it was just like a home PC that, it was like a home PC that was just going to be used for something like web browsing. Let's just bring it to a nice 700. Let's call it the Gentleman. That's 780. Yeah, so it was just like a home PC that's not going to be doing much. Yeah, you can throw in a 450. You'll be kind of struggle to find below 450 nowadays. Maybe a 550. If someone was saying, "Oh, I want a PC now that I want to be able to take forward to that I want to take forward and upgrade in other ways and yada yada," then in transit, cool. Then yes, you want a beefy power supply. Okay, let's get the clone out of the way first. I don't need to put the back panel on yet, game. Putting the back panel on, putting the working panel on before you've finished is a terrible idea. OS cloner. This is definitely some sort of Linux OS. Month before day. Exert install. Clone USB drive. Cool. Okay. Restart. Do I have to go into the BIOS and tell it to boot from the other thing or something? No? Okay. American date format, yeah. For the next drive. Okay, cool. Install. Or you can hit the storage device. Okay, let's remove this then. Don't give away free software to customers. And this is the upgrade one. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's stepping me through this, God's sake. At least I think I get 3D Mark now, which will be handy. We'll just see what it gets now, and then see what it gets after. Can become a gamer. Oh dear. Oh dear. Integrated graphics, anyone? Welcome to Asti's computer, playing anything. This is painful. Yeah, it is. At least it's not the full, at least it's not the full Time Spy. This game has a weird bug as well, where it seems like if you have Time Spy running, and you leave the computer to try and do something else, the whole game chugs. Can I replicate that here? I don't think it'll let me. I couldn't do that when I was doing free play. It was giving out hard. Unrealistic. FPS drops as things get more complex. What am I to do? Ah, for... yeah. I don't need to install all this. I have a GPU. Nope, don't care. Remove panel. He gave me the budget. I'm using the budget. Cable you up. I love the in-game brand Mortoni. If you want something really fucking budget, go Mortoni. Look at that. Almost playable. Okay, this is fine. For some reason in free play, when I did that, the game chugged hard. Also, yes, this is how I designed my workplace. Hunter Immune campaign. It could be a strange thing to do with free play. In the original game, you had to pay for electricity, so it behooved you to turn the lights off and turn the computers off. Howdy ho, Eternal Fam. Are you well? Are you preparing for another anime stream? Still recovering from that laugh. Well, I look forward to the continuing adventures of Gareth Gobblecock. $4,000? Perfect. Move. Oh, that's still uninstalling. Cool. Perfect. Side panel. Okay, let's get these back to the customers. Delete. Cool. Delete. New parts. We have 500 XT. Interesting. Oh, unlock 12th gen and 2nd gen Ryzen. That's a bit of a They aren't exactly the same thing, game. Oh, the uncle's in Asia. Bongle had a nice rain last year. PC is having a shit fit back soon. Oh, no worries. Pair deals. Paint case purple. Add stickers. That's fine. Replace motherboard, replace power supply. Right, okay. Replace motherboard. I keep forgetting I have to accept it first. So, PC stats. Replace motherboard. Replace power supply. I'm doing grand. We just dealt with your computer a minute ago. You know what? Let's go for a power-up. Let's go for the auto screw tool. Alrighty, I think. Oh yeah. Nice bit of cash. Yeah, actual playable FPS. Just be on fire. There are people like this, and I hate them. These we fixed this morning when we find the place is literally on fire. Terrifically unprofessional. You start one on fire and suddenly you're the bad guy. Hidden objectives. Yeah, this is coming. Thermal app lives. Your tablet uses detect overheating components inside a PC. Interesting. That'll be fun. But we have stuff waiting for tomorrow. Hello, Eternal. How are you doing? We are going to firstly be customizing this person's freaking... right. Some fellow streamers as a redeem. Fair. Nozzle size, big. Let's hope they don't want it on the glass as well. I didn't read if they wanted it on the glass, but still. Also, spray painting a PC with the components still inside. Madness. Apply 4 heart emoji stickers. Let's... I thought my screen was scratched. It's just the design on the front of the case. Arrange them into penis. There you go. That's your arranged. That's what you get. To make sure I didn't miss anything specific with customization. Okay, cool. Fix. Oh yes, this is the motherboard and the power supply. You give me freedom, I will abuse it. Oh, the auto screw tool. Okay. Motherboard out. I mean, technically I don't need to change these since it's the same motherboard going in. Just needless busy work. Okay. Motherboard, you are broken. Yeah, it's strange. I know it's because they don't know which one's the next one. Processors. This is... Oh, owned one. Tools, thermal. Scoop it on there, nice and thick. The bigger the glob, the better the job. Install the memory. I tend to go furthest from the CPU first. And let's do front panel connectors now. These. Okay. Let us do the power supply. That is broken. Get these other cables set up. And graphics cards. Any other components I remove that need to remove? I don't think so. Let's cable her up and have a go. And let's be 100% cringeworthy and put the USB in the front like this. Before putting other cables in the back. Burp. Side panel. Did this person want anything else? No. Okay, let's get them collected. Okay, first, let's get rid of these, actually. Silverstone, cool. New parts. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, this is a dusty. It needs to be dusted. Okay. Except... It's a problem... It's running pretty hot. Aircon full blast, and all advanced point trying to cut it down, in terms of all start using it. That sounds like a CPU issue? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, they're on the way. In the meantime, let's see, is there anything here? Biggest profit. Broken power supply, a 550 watt. Do I have a power supply? Do I have a power supply? A 450 watt For what spec? 1600. Ooh, and a twin ORX 580s. That might be a little cutting it close. We can always just we can always just run a power monitor on it and see if the 450 can handle it. Green cables. That's so much memory. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this is used as some sort of rendering rig. Yeah, 64 gigs. Wait, was I wrong? B5. Oh, it's the motherboard that's fucking broken. Right, okay. 750 watts, you're going back in. Do we not have the green cables? Fuck it, you're getting ketchup and mustard. Don't care. And the B550 board. There's so much to remove. Imagine how many games you can get on there. You don't store the games on your RAM. Ah, yes, M.2. I mean, theoretically, if you have a RAM disk, yes. But some of that tech and methodology is outdated at this point. Okay. Shop. Motherboards. They have a B450 I can throw in instead for cheap as fuck. Yes. Next day delivery. Buy now. Cool, we're leaving that PC there. Save games to browser. Let's get this machine sorted first. Motherboards broken. Well, I guess you're only getting one GPU. If he's only getting one GPU, I can probably downgrade the power supply. You don't need all that RAM. Install memory. Alternating slots. Storage M.2. Processors. Power supply. You'll be fine with the 450. I believe in you. So I'm the kind of person that when I make a machine, all the leftover... The power supply box tends to be big enough. I put all the spare parts and stuff into the power supply box. So when I sell my PC on, I go, yep, here's the PC, and here's the box of all the extra bits I kept. I just think it's more polite, question mark, if that's the right word. Let's do a pattern that we're not supposed to. Let's do... What is this, Skylake? Install CPU cooling. You're getting a Wraith Prism. Graphics cards. You're getting a 750 Ti, friend. God, I'm such an asshole. You hear the Intel police outside your shop. What are they gonna do? Overheat at me? I'm getting them out of this. Okay, let's... Oh, you can still fit in one more PCI because the single slot card. Look at that DVI port. VGA HDMI. What was the last here? What was the last NVIDIA graphics card generation that had VGA? Was that the 700 series? Well, if we're going to do this, we may as well turn on XMP. Let's do a 3D mark. First off, let's do an OCCT, and then we do a 3D mark just to make sure everything is running fine. Ooh, and maybe a virus scan as well. I just thought there that people might sell machines with a virus-laden computer. Okay, first. Cool, perfect. Let's run this to make sure. Right. $175. Okay. Okay, that's fine. OCT is fine. Let's run... Oh boy. Oh boy. Welcome to ASCII's Computer Part 2. Make it stop. Okay, well that's working away then. Where's the customize? Here, it says it's dusty as well. So. Yeah. If only that thing in the middle was out of the freaking way. There we go. Install the side panels, because this is a Lian Li case if I remember correctly, and the top panel locks in the side panels. Now, what did you want? Tower of Power bumper stickers. Tower of Power. Let me just cut out the individual sections of the sticker because I'm just that nice. There you go. You go over there. That's a diagnose. 1320? Perfect. Fantastic. Amazing. Let's remove all of you. Perfect. Install the side panels. The poor, oh, poor. Okay then, we have a machine to diagnose. Just open piece of power up. Okay. Oh, that cooler. Oh, I know why it's overheating. You have that cooler. Tablet. Thermal. It's the WAM. Yep, that RAM is dodgy. Rare for a RAM stick to go bad. Let's... What is the... memory... What is the... frequency again? 4 gig 2800, gotcha. 4 gig 2800. Confirm. And let's put you over here. And... email. Yeah, you can collect that. Rent. Your rent is now due. You owe us 800. God, I would hate a landlord that talked to me like this. 7980 XE. Yeah, that was done. Camo case. Camouflage pattern. Okay, cool. PC looks dull. A yellow case to match. Paint case yellow. Sure, okay. What's my cash like? Can I get another upgrade? We'll get a standoff tool. Okay. End of the day. Let's get this PC fixed. Oh yeah, it's faulty. What I wanted. Look, I forgot about the cables. Okay, so... this should be running fine. Now, I'm going to take a risk and just put the side panel on. Perfect. You are done. To customize. Green camo theme. A printer. Oh, he wants in the glass as well. Look at what this guy wants as well. Paint case yellow. Okay, so yellow case isn't that bad. A yellow case, especially if you're to do like a blue accent or something, could be very like cyberpunk themed. Also, just spraying directly into the USB ports, because that's not a problem. Oh, do they want the glass as well? Let me just double check the email. Yeah. What do you mean y'all need Jesus? We're talking about us, we're talking about the customers. The customers are a lost cause. Select, delete. Delete, new parts. Go to master box. 3rd gen Ryzen. New ones. Replace RAM, replace power supply. $6,700K. Electric billiards. Okay, what does he have? He's a 270, he has 6,600K. Ah, okay, that jump is small. Let's see. Continue shopping. CPU processor, 6,700K. I need to accept it. I keep forgetting about that. 6,700K. Confirm. Now let's say you have the other one. Place RAM, place PSU. Only one stick, that's your problem. $750 hydro. Confirm. Now let's double check that. So, I think $sign stickers look cool on a PC. Okay. So that's that. So this guy wants $signs and a customize. Checkout. Next day delivery. Buy now. Okay, let's end the day, I guess. This guy wants 6,700K. Okay, to be fair, that is a cool style on the case. Install CPU 6,700. Tools. That's not for this one. Let's make sure there's a nice big circular air bubble. Oh, cables. One USB to the front just to annoy people. Power. This physically pains you. Why does it physically pain you? What have I done wrong? Everything is exactly how it should be. Air bubbles. And what about them? Before I forget, this guy wanted I think $sign stickers would look cool on a PC. I mean, if I'm running a business like this and you say, oh, I think these look cool, I will ask you, do you want them? And then I can add them. However, if you just say they look cool and I ask you if you want them, and you say, oh no, it's fine, and if I don't add them, then I don't care. Dollar bills, yo. I don't have red cables. Shit, I need to buy red cables. There. Oh, cables. Red. I don't know why I can't just reuse the same cables. They just disappear into the ether. Yeah, that one's broken. Again, I install RAM into the furthest slot on the motherboard. Make sure power's up. Do people want me to move on to free play at any point, or are people happy? Are people happy with me doing campaign? Let's get these PCs back. Perfect. Now the jobs are fun. Okay. You get article intelligence. Green case is great, but think of looking to stick out the cables done to Mac. You add in green cables. Okay, I need to buy green cables. What do I get? 9th gen. Strange pattern. New parts. Don't do that right now. And a sweet cells 2 theme. Business force referral dust. Apply theme to case cells 2. Okay. Cool. I need green cables then. Is there... Okay, there isn't as huge a range of cables. I'm perfectly fine with that. Say delivery. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so... Peripherals. Nice, nice. But the day is done. I believe. Let me double check that I haven't forgotten anything in emails. They're both in transit. Yep, that's fine. End of the day. Cool. So, these are both customized. Apply theme to case. This person said it was dusty, I believe. Delete that. Yes, this one is the cells 2 and dust. Tools, duster. Why would you put that there? Why would you do this to me? Why would you make your pump the absolute highest part of your loop? Why would you pain me in such a way? Okay. Bells 2. That looks pretty good. I'm not putting it on the glass. Yep, I know. I know how to remove cables. I've been doing cables this entire time. Oh, game. I checked to make sure it boosts OS before I closed the panel, in case I've forgotten something. And there we go. Let's make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Green cables, cool. Collect. Collect. From one IT Pro to another. Trying to profoundly hack our screws, just 2 dozen penguins loose. The count retrieves the account recorded high resolution organizations for to process the footage. And these calls a bottleneck issue, quote unquote. If you have to quote unquote, you're not an IT pro. Fucking whatever. 1600X. Yeah, there we go. So except I need 1600X. Delete, think of a virus. And an emoji sticker. That's fine, that's fine. 1600X. Processors. Confirm. While we're here, we may as well have a look at... Oh yeah, shop sales. Collect that bit of cash. Biggest profit. Broken motherboard. Broken motherboard. Z590. It is an SLI rig. Let's just get this one then. Okay, next day. Bye. Bye. God, I wish work was this easy. Oh, this is a funky... This is a funky thing. Oh god, there's so much to it. Right, let's get to it then. Any M.2s? Yes. How much goddamn RAM? Come on. What CPU is this? It's a Pentium G? You're running a Pentium with, like, SLI 980s? Why are you running a Pentium like this? Why do you hurt me in this way? Install motherboard. That's broken. I don't have another one because I didn't pick it up from the box here. All CPUs. Well, let's do what the people wanted. There we go. Thermal paste applied. This is a fucking Pentium. It doesn't need a massive cooler at all. Is it just me, or does this motherboard just look dusty out of the box? That is 3200, 3000, that is 8 gig, that is 16 gig. That's broken, so I'll sell that. I'll put in 2 sticks for 16 gig. That should do fine. Install storage. Yep. Install graphics cards. This is cheaper. And also probably more in line with what the freaking... CPU can handle. So I have that done, I have that done, a drive bay. Yeah, sure, drive bay goes in there. Have I forgotten anything? I have to fucking cable everything up. Yeah, let's stick with the green. Actually, no, this case is white. What am I talking about? Install white cables. Install PCIe cover. Let's cable it up, shall we? So then we can see roughly how it performs. Power. Of course, we're going to throw it on, put on XMP, even though Intel says that running your RAM at its rated speed will void your warranty. Yes, Intel said that running your RAM at the speed it's meant to will void your warranty. No OS found. Interesting. I thought there would have been an OS on here already. Mark. Run while that runs. Let's put the side panels back on. So how are folks doing? I like this. It's a nice chill little breather game. I'm not stressing out. I'm relaxed. Not putting in a huge amount of energy. It's not that popular on stream right now. There's like fuck all viewership, but I'm enjoying it. No worries, Asti. You have dinner. Oh wait, that PC... Oh, that's this PC. Yeah, okay. I was doing a dumb. Cool, that's fine by me. You are going here. Oh, I get a little bit extra cash if I name it. Let's name this the... Oh god, I can't call it the White Power. That would be just bad. The Excelsior. Cancelled. Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't name it that. Viruses. What else do you want me to do with this PC? Email. And emoji stickers because you are a zoomer with no taste. Stickers. Emoji. I'm going to just put the grimacing on here because I think this person is cringe. And this because they are a clown. Well, time to scan for viruses. You front USB. Oh, cables. Keep forgetting the cables. The customer didn't specify, so the customer can go fuck themselves. That was slow. Virus scanner. Not passwords, but it's my holidays. Yep. Ooh, wormy. Cool. And remove virus scanner because you're gonna have to pay me again. You want an upgrade to a 1600X. Install processors. Haha, weed. How did I know that you would be like that? Let me just write C O L S T A. There. Install CPU coolers. Cable you up. Why disrespecting? Because I can. That's why. Dust filter. panel. Side panel. Okay. Awesome. Set all RGB like the blue with music effect. Sure. Paint the case purple. Can you handle this, please? Sell out. Play recommended spec. This is where I need to turn this PC on finally. Does it have? Can I run it? No. Install tools, USB. Power. Let's get the more software on it. And add remove. Will it run? There we go. Will it run? What game did he want to play again? Bass Melter Extreme Guitar. He wants recommended spec. So... Bass Melter recommended spec. Will it run? Needed... 16 gigs of RAM, that's fine. CPU 6600K, 6400. He does not have that. He has a 980, so that's fine. So he needs... His storage is also fine. He is dual 980, that's fine. So he needs a 6600K. Perfect. Shop. CPU 6600K. I keep forgetting to do this. Accept. Confirm. Check out next day delivery. Buy now. Yeah, that should be it. But he has 980s, 970. He has 16 gigs. You only need 8. Yeah, it's all fine. Alright, what does this person want again? All RGB. Okay, there's nothing special here. Just blue with music effect. Gotcha. This person wants blue with music effect and doesn't want anything extra. Programs, lighting. I think I would leave the lighting on this person's machine. Select all. Music. A blue. This person wants it on everyone. I would like... Okay, that's... music single, that's fine. I can't change that. I can't change that. Does this count as being done? I guess it does. This PC... What does the person want on this PC now? Sell out. Paint the case purple and do sell out. Gotcha. This person has zero taste. Anyway. Purple it is. You are paying for this abomination. And so you will have to live with it. No idea they want it on the glass or not. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say they don't want it on the glass. And hope to God that there is still goodness in the world. I could do a sellout on this PC. Oh, is sellout a game, actually? Yeah, I think sellout is just a game. And you want... You need a 6700X on yours. Nice cooler. How come I don't have to do this with every one I remove? The Ryzen ones, they don't make me remove it. At least I don't think so. You need a 6700K, 6600K. I think. Install. Did I buy two freaking... Oh, wait, hold on. No, because they had something else, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And... let's make sure that every single sufficient thermal paste applied. I can tell you for certain that this is currently an insufficient application. Let's make sure there's enough thermal grizzling to last them for a long, long time. We don't want any hotspots. And if they want to change their CPU later, it's up to them to clean it off. Oh. Case not one. Not... Oh! Oh god, You're unfollowing for this? How are you doing, Maple? So it seems like the center of that CPU is not covered. But you know what? That's fine. It doesn't need to be. You spent the whole tube. Quite possibly. I have been doing fantastic work. See? Perfect. Everything is working as it should be. You can collect it. Why only 4-star? What did I miss? I forgot to put on sellout. Damn it. Apply theme. Sure. What is this? Painting is green, but we do cap it all in this PC. Can you handle that, please? You're after 32 gigs of memory. How much do you have? You have 2. What's your motherboard? You have 4. 32 gigs, Corsair, Donner Platinum, 2666. Yeah, okay, I can do that. 2666, 8 gig. Yeah, I can do that. This. The antithesis of the gruff and wild woodsman, a dandy takes effort to master the subtle course, whisper of dark rumors, secret heart, and hills for rumors and gossip protect the ballroom. That sounds good. I don't know why it's so much money for... I don't know why it's so much money for upgrading to 32 gigs. Favorite nation? Okay, cool. 8 gig. Yeah, 8 gig 2066, right? Yeah, 8 gig 2066. Okay, that's that. Delete. 9920X. Cool. We have some cash. Let's get a PC we can upgrade. A broken Ryzen 3600X. I believe I have a spare Ryzen I can throw in. It's going to completely bottleneck the rest of the system. But I've forgotten the part in which I care. Oh, there we go. I mean, it's fucking broken anyway. So, CPU processors. A 1400? Yeah, that's fine. Don't need anything more than that. Let's what pattern do you want to do for this? Already did a penis. There. Install CPU cooling. It came with it. Oh, something plugged in? Question mark? Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. Need to put the top panel on. Those are the buttons on there. Come on, boot. Boot to OS, boot to OS. Perfect. We're going to call you the MVPLE Supreme Solus. You sent me an important quote-unquote DM. Alright, let's have a look at this. Why are you sending me your selfies? Let's get rid of anything broken. I think that's the only broken thing I have here. Cool. Emails. They are in transit. And that's in transit. Perfect. Fantastic. Get some RAM. This person wanted leopard skin Okay, nothing special, just leopard skin. Is leopard skin. Right. Take your case back. You wanted 32 gigs. What else did you want? Because you always want something else. Paint the case green, put cap it all on the PC. So paint it green. Green case. Ugh. Such a pretty case as well, and they're ruining it. Can't paint the back for some reason. Just looks like it's the front on the top. Oh, you put the RAM beside each other. Oh, it's... I'm so sorry. I don't mind closing the side door on this. It's a swing door. It opens easily. It's not like removing screws or anything. It would be great if this game had like a Twitch integration where people could put in requests for PC builds as like jobs. Add remove. Cap it all. Perfect. Now, collect, thank you. Collect, thank you. Diagnose and fix. Okay, accept. And what else did you want? What is going to happen again? Weird graphical glitches. That sounds like a GPU issue. Slowly lately, hoping for 16 gigs. What do you... I'll accept it. What do you currently have? You... Am I looking at the wrong one? You have 16 gigs of RAM. Right? I was looking at the wrong person. Patriots. What do I have? What do I have in the back? Okay, fan control application, sure. What memory do I have here? Okay, cool. So that's fine. Clean out dust, warning stickers, plastic yellow cables. Okay, I guess if you really want to go ugly, we can go ugly. Where is... Here we go. Next day delivery. So, is that everything she wants? Plastic yellow cables. Stickers. What does this person want? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Delete, delete. Oh yeah, and I have to see the cash I'm getting. Perfect. Perfect. I can actually buy myself an upgrade now. Yeah, we'll go for this one. Any more PCs in here I need to deal with? Not really. So we shall wait for the dawn of the next day. Okay, we are back. What do we have? We have a diagnose and upgrade. We have the yellow cables. Let's the upgrade first. And clean out dust. Well, let's do that first, shall we? Tools, dust. So, what are... A question I asked earlier, but it's been a little bit of a while, so people who are around. What are people's... what systems are people running right now? Clean out dust, warning signs, plastic yellow cables. Okay, so firstly, remove this, get access to the RAM. Remove all cables. Install memory. Oh, open those. Open that. 16 gigs. It was sprayed. Let's get the cooler back on. They wanted plastic yellow. Oh god, the fans got disconnected. Fuck's sake. I didn't disconnect the fucking fans. Okay, those fans are spinning. We have fan spin. Fan spin is always an indicator of things going relatively well. What did you want to get? Warning sign stickers. So you are coming over to customization. Stickers. Warning signs. This is an electrical hazard. And it matches the cables. Oh, this fucking cooler again, really? Tablet. Thermal. Well, it's looking like that top GPU, like I thought, is running hot. Fans are spinning. What GPU is that? MSI 980 Ti Golden Edition. Shop GPUs. MSI Golden Edition. Diagnose and fix, confirm. Do they need this PC any particular time? Not really. So I can get it tomorrow. Let's just get that off the list. Did I not? Oh, maybe the stickers multiple? I don't know. My rating. I'm only 4.9 star now. Delete that. Delete that. Alright, free discuss a claim. If I destroy the premises. You have a call? Sure. Just call me Decky Dad. They're playing tanks for the memories. Just mentioned don't care, don't care. Game computers on the task. Recommended spec, sure. You need 4 terabytes. Do a scan, donuts theme. Okay, this person needs... Okay, let's turn this PC on and have a look at the can I run it. Will it run? That's it. Where is tank for the memories? And you want to run it at recommended specs. Gotcha. So, what do you have? Recommended specs, 4 gigs of RAM. That's fine. Storage, plenty. That's fine. A 970. That's your issue. What is your budget? 350? Okay, let's see what I can put on the shop for 350 in the graphics cards. Price descending. 365, 360, 360, 340. Yeah, we'll do that. Confirm. And what was the other? They want 4 terabytes. This person has 3 terabytes. So we just need to buy 1 terabyte of storage. Gotcha. See? Easy. This is easy game, gang. Oh, the utility bill, that is back. Light. Perfect. So, this PC. New one. And what else does this person want? That'll happen again. They didn't want anything else. Gotcha. Black loose plane cables. That's all they're going to get. That cooler is hot trash, by the way. Avoid that cooler at all costs. This guy is the 4 terabyte guy. That donuts theme. Okay, so donuts theme and then put in a hard drive. Donuts. Apply. What's your rig again, Maple? I forget. Missing cable? Oh, yeah, fuck, I was an idiot. Forgot that the new drive needs to be powered and data cabled up. Here's no, or did I just fuck up? Alright, cool, that's fine. This guy needs the... Oh god, right. This guy... This guy... needs the graphics card? Yeah. Yeah, it needs the graphics card to go in. Where did all my graphics cards go? Oh, I have to remove this first. Install. Oh, I gave that one. This one. Yeah, that was it. I can remember, because I'm a person with a good memory, that knows exactly what's going on at all times. Oh, someone asked for a scan. I had to get that PC back to give it a scan. There's a drive bay missing. There we go. Nope. Nope. I forgot that this card does actually need to get powered. Alrighty. You wanted a scan. How about you just stop going to dodgy websites? Just don't go to the dodgy websites and you won't have viruses to deal with. My main dude. There. Did I get my RPG books from dodgy websites? Maybe you should not do that. Collect. 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 This is a full build. Can run Procrastinate Office Suite, spend less than 600. Alrighty. And clone the OS. Game stickers will look cool. Sure, that's fine. Clone it to an SSD. So I think he already has the SSD. 600 to spend on an Office PC. Honestly, with an Office PC, I wouldn't even get a graphics card. I would get something like a Ryzen 5600G and use the integrated GPU on that. Okay, here is the build. So, $600. Let's build this person a $600 machine. So, cases. We are going to sort by ascending price. Confirm. That reminds me, I need to actually power this up to see what's needed for procrastinate. Will it run? Procrastinate Office Suite. I'm guessing it's recommended spec. Recommended spec. Okay, cool, that's fine. So... does this shop carry over stuff I have? It does. So, case. I need a Pentium G4600. G4600. That is a KB Lake. So I need a motherboard that takes KB Lake. I need cheap as dirt RAM. What was the graphics card? A 750 Ti? I also need some storage, actually. Yep. Let's see how much we have left over. See if we can splash out a little. A power supply. 250 watt. No. Okay, we're gonna get you a 650. Because there's no 450s around. And a storage. Let's get you an SSD. Let's get you Ooh, that might be a bit too much, actually. Oh, that's relevance. Price ascending. Let's do 256 gig SSD. Because that's going to be a big thing for usability. Oh, and case fans. Oh, and CPU cooler. Price ascending. 90 mil. Ugh. Let's get you one and a CPU cooler. Price ascending. It's a fucking Pentium. It doesn't need much. This'll do. You know what? Yeah, this'll do. Let's have a look at the emails. Okay, cool. I think that's it for the day. Turn the light on. Cool. This is a clone. Let's do the clone first. Let's power you up. Oh, yeah, never mind. I thought I could just forget it, but whatever. How are folks doing, by the way? I hope people are enjoying. Any tech questions or anything? Just throw my way if you want. This person wanted to clone. What exactly do they want as well? You want typo on the PC, you want game stickers as well. Okay. Add OS cloner. Part of me wants to hop into free play just to build my machine. As close to my machine, they don't actually have my parts. But, you know. Install clone drive. Clone OS. If you're watching and if you're enjoying, please do consider dropping a follow. It definitely helps. Okay, reboot the PC. Hey Will, long time no see. How are you doing? Glad to see you here. And wants me to install typo, I think, was it? Install typo and game stickers, gotcha. If I had this game, I'd be blowing PCs up like in real life. You blow PCs up in real life? That's an interesting thing to do in your spare time. Games stickers. Alright, stickers it is. Games. Good company. Mars Horizon. Congratulations, you've gotten your game stickers. I've thankfully never blown up a PC. So, collect. Cool. Okay, well, let's get building. don't mess with PCs. PC building can be scary for the uninitiated, but it's not that bad. Let's do a nice big W for Will. Install CPU cooler. Cable that bad boy. Do we have tight plastic? Sleeve plastic, I prefer that. Some memo ray. And why does this not fit the PC? Why does that not fit the PC? There's an M.2 slot right there. It can fit it. Right, well, I guess I'm buying some extra storage. That's fucking dumb, but whatever. We'll just get this and get it same day. There's an M.2 right on the motherboard. It may not be Gen 4, but it doesn't have to be Gen 4 to run. Install power supply. Install graphics card. 750 Ti gamer. If you're on a 750 Ti, I feel sorry for you. You said she wanted case fans. Okay, let's cable everything up. I used to do PC work for money, but then things happened. Now I no longer do PC things for money. At least not right now. Remove components. Backside panel. Install this. There is no air intake. Okay, there's that. That's barely any air intake. It's a horrific panel. Oh. Cable. I am forgetting this. I also need to put in USB. Okay, let's run XMP. Oh, well that is XMP'd. Anyway. Add remove. This person want like office software? Like left side document reader typo? Do they want that stuff? I would imagine so if it was... Well, it doesn't actually say anything. Oh, because they have their own software. Never mind. Say goodbye. Install side panel. Were to do it with my own, it would be an expensive fail. There's a few key things about building PCs you have to keep in mind. But for the most part, a lot of the components are actually fairly sturdy. It's very difficult to actually really damage these things. We're gonna Hollywood's mates. You have a street 2. Spray the case black so it looks shiny new. Big heart sticker on the front. Nice heart emoji. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, like I find PC building honestly just relaxing. Before, never cleaned them out, seems to be dusted, looks like glass of braided white cables, except... Okay, so that's just a customization job. That is software. And clean. And customize. Cool, so braided white cables. Shop, cables. White. We've been braided white. Perfect. Let's end this day. Let's just do one quick run around to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Nope, all looks good. End the day. So how are people doing this evening? It's past midnight here, but I still have some energy. This guy. So, this guy, what did he want? He wanted... This is... Visible Christopher, yep. So, install the game, clean it out, braided white cables. Let's install the game first. That shouldn't have any effect on anything later on. Just out of there. That's fair. The closest I've ever had to having a component die when building a PC was when I had my dad. My dad and I, just as a thing together, put a PC together for my mother. And... and he was screwing in the CPU cooler. And the screwdriver he was using slipped and gouged into the motherboard. Now, everything is fine. Actually, let's just remove these cables. Everything is fine, the PC's still running more than 2 years later. But yeah, screwdriver slams straight in to the motherboard. Duster. I was very worried he had killed an important trace. And for all I know, one of the PCI Express lanes doesn't work, but... it hasn't become an issue. Oh, no, wrong button. Cable. Wanted... braided white. I'm dust mine soon, got a few cans of air for it. Same, actually, I need to dust mine. Part of me was tempted to make that a stream. There's a general PC maintenance stream. Just make sure it runs. Yep, that's fine. Braided white cables, dusted, strike back, go. Yep, everything is fine. Solus tech tips. I mean, Solus PC nest. Oh, yeah, you want this entirely painted black and a big heart sticker. Black, you say? I mean, am I qualified? Yes. Did I do this professional? Yes. Bye-bye stickers. Am I the foremost expert? Not nearly. Oh. Yep, it's applying on glass. Yep, just spray paint the glass. And a heart emoji. And you know what I'm gonna do? Because this mother is doing a great thing for her son. Just right on the glass side of things. A nice big heart. Anything else I want me to do? On the front. You know what? Just for you, because you're being so kind to your son. Let's put it here as well. Okay, cool. I think that's everything done for this PC. And collect. What the hell is this? Ah, machine learning. Don't care. Do a diagnose. Like case found finger noise overheating. Paint the case blue. I think something's bad. A bit of run. So that's a scan. Okay, that's fine. Race car driver. Racing streamer scene. You use every possible advantage. Short fit one to my loop. Do you have a GPU? You have a 1060. You need a 1060 water block then. 1060 Founders water block. A shop. EC cooling. Is there anything specific I need? Oh, search. 1060. Not in there? I'm not... Am I doing something wrong? I don't know. I'm accepting it anyway. Oh, it gives it. Cool. Oh, I can't just buy the block? I have to buy the full CPU. Interesting. Interesting. Oh well. I think that's everything for today. Oh wait, did the PC sell? Shop sales. Oh, I didn't have a PC to sell. Oh well. Power this down. Lights off. I kind of want to do hardline water cooling. I have the cash to get the stuff for it. And water cooling. What I want, that's clear flexible. I want clear rigid piping. I like... Okay. I like EK water block stuff. EK black. EK nickel. EK white. EK black. EK nickel. Coolant. I think I already have this coolant. Okay, sure. Check out same day. Fuck it. Don't care. Have the cash. So, this is a diagnose job. I don't know. Like, I don't need a fucking thermal thing to necessarily check. Diagnose and fix. Okay, what is this? What does this person want? Diagnose. The case fans or heating. Have a look. Maybe paint it blue. Is there a case fan here that is actually, like, broken? That lower front case fan might be. Anyway, let's power back up again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that fan's busted. There's a Be Quiet Pure Wings too. Drop fans. Be Quiet Pure Wings 2. Next day delivery. You are going over here on the back burner. You want water cooling. I want to steal your 1060 you paid for. I'll have to empty the loop. It's a nice setup. I don't have to remove all those pipes. No, I want to change. I want to hardline it. You always go clear because anything else will just get gunked up. Just straight up water with a little bit of biocide. Yeah, sure. You say that, but I don't like how this is. Install connectors. This is a nickel set of connectors. Oh, and nickel set of connectors and rigid piping. Because this is a black. This is like a black and nickel aesthetic. So I'm going to stick with the nickel. So this is in or out? I think that's out. So see, sometimes water blocks are not bi-directional. Often enough, it'll be the left one that goes in that gets through the jet plate. So I kind of want to. What I kind of want to do is. I like the whole. Ooh, okay. I like the very right angle aesthetic. And. Oh wait, why does it need to come out there? Yeah, like, this would want to go in here. Come on. Get the bend. Let's remove some corners, shall we? Any more corners I have to deal with? No. So... can I simply just do this? Why? I wanted to put a fitting on the right angle. I'm guessing we just won't. Except this to go into here. Except the way that setup is dumb. Remove that corner. And then add in this. I would just put two fittings on there if I could. And then this goes back in. Ugly. And I would bring this out a bit more. Bring this down in line. There. Look at, doesn't it look so much better than random soft tubing? I'm not saying soft tubing is bad. Soft tubing is far less hassle. But still. Coolant. Clear coolant. Goes in through the jet plate, cools the VRMs, round to the radiator, and back down to the pump. Okay, let's power it on then. So much cleaner. And I forgot to power the GPU because I'm a fool. Oh, wait. Oh, PCIe cover. Gotta put all this back in. What do they take me for? An animal? Perfect. Now, if the customer wasn't picking it up themselves, you'd pack that with the phone. Let's make sure I got everything I needed to. Yeah, that's fine. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, that's just to customize the CPU that hits a Cinebench score of 1500 or over. Okay. Cool. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. What I will do here is I will save here. What I will do is, just to finish off the stream, I'm going to build as close approximation to my current PC in this game as possible. So, I need a case. I need a Lee and Lee. Right. Okay, they don't have the O11 Mini. The closest I'm going to get is the Razer one. Okay, let's start removing everything. Let's start removing that as well. Cool. So, first things first. My power supply is a... They have Silverstone. Do they have 1000-watt Silverstone? Yeah, so mine is an SFXL. This is a full ATX case. So I have a Silverstone 1000-watt power supply. And my cabling is just black braided plain. So I have a Silverstone 1000-watt. My motherboard, Asus Z. Okay. They don't have the Strix Z690, but if it's no worries, Will, you take care. They don't have the Strix Z690. But I'm going to go for this because it actually takes the RAM speed I have. So Z690. Ooh, interesting. This is definitely an overclocking board. It only has 2 RAM slots. Thankfully, I currently only have 2 RAM slots. Let's get rid of these so we can access the back for the cooler. I only have 2 DIMMs installed currently. So let us go for our processor, which is a 12700K. And my memory, which is a 6000 megahertz, which is 2 16 gig sticks of 6000 megahertz RAM. I don't have this exact brand, but I'm guessing this will do. Okay, so... Oh, that's 2 different RAM. What? Oh, one's RGB. Clearly have to go RGB because mine's RGB. Yeah. Where is the RGB 6000? Here. Okay, so I have 32 gigs of 6000 megahertz DDR5. Let us put in a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. It doesn't really matter. I have a PCI Express Gen 3, so let's go for this one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter in this case. So, let us get our GPU in. Now, I want to go for the GPU that's the same style as mine. So, Asus Strix. As you can tell, I have a kind of an Asus thing going on. Now, this is a 3090. I have a 3070. But this is the same... It's the same physical look to it. That's that. Also, what I do have... Let me get the cooler installed. Tools. This is actually a CPU where the size might indicate the need for a vertical line down through it. Asus Christ. My brother and Asus. My CPU cooling. I have a 360mm white Lian Li. Unfortunately, there is no 360 Lian Li here. So... That's 145. That's 145. Let's go for this one. And I have it at the top. So that all the liquid goes down to the pump, and the pump has the best chance for a nice long life. Fans. I have RGB 140. Or wait, do they have Lian Li fans here? Oh, no, come on. They do have Lian Li. Ooh, they do have those Lian Li. So let me just PC. Now my ones are white, but these ones are black. I don't know why they have these going in separately. These fans clip in together. There we go. And the 140s don't fit, but in my case, I have 2 140s on the side. I'm going to put in 2 120s just to fill the gap. And I have another 120 at the back, but it won't let me do that. So let's start getting other parts in. Firstly, let's put this in and install a 1 terabyte hard disk. I have a 1 terabyte hard disk in this drive bay. This drive bay is the same for my case. And put in the other drive bay. If it'll let me, I don't think it will. Alright then, back panel on. And the fan cover, in which I have yet again a 1 terabyte drive, so I have 3 terabytes total. And at this point, we're kind of okay to start putting things back on overall. Install front, side, top. Let us power this bitch. Yeah, so CPU, I have this kind of overclocked. There, apply changes and restart. Yes. So yes, my case is white and black as opposed to just black, but this, relatively speaking, is my PC. Let's get 3D Mark, Cinebench. This is a 3090, not a 3070 like I have. Now, one thing I've noticed about these Asus cards is here on the PCB, there's a red light that just keeps flashing during, let's say, high power usage and all that jazz. At first, I was wondering if it was some power delivery issue, but apparently it just happens. It's just letting you know that the board is powered. Yeah, so that's that. I hope people enjoyed this kind of chill out stream. Tomorrow we will be doing, we'll be starting South Park: The Stick of Truth. Why is the RGB on that only visible when you look at it kind of from the side? That's weird. Oh, how are you doing, Toxie? I didn't know you were in. If you messaged and I missed it, I'm sorry. I'll keep this on the list as a nice chill stream. I hope you're well. I would have been able to answer any questions you might have had about PCs. I know you are kind of looking into a new PC at some point. Good old Cinebench run. Keep quiet since I'm a caveman with tech. Well, that's a reason for you not to keep quiet. These streams are entirely about interacting and learning and that kind of stuff, so. Yeah, Stu? You alright? You helped make a Starfinder character? That's nice. Tell me about it in DMs, though, if that's okay, because it is 1:45 in the morning, and I am worn out. So let me just hit ending. Main menu. Quit. Be sure to quit. Yes. Yeah, so I think I'll keep that game on the list for the buffer game in between. For now, let's see, is there anyone online I wish to raid? Let's see, is there anyone playing PC Building Simulator 2? Or am I the only one? I am not the only one. Is there Is there, is there, is there, is there? No one really right now, I'm afraid. At least no one I can find quickly. Either way, thank you one and all for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.